fellow FanGeeks, it's your fangirl Tally, and it's time for some more Alan Wake. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's go, Editor Hubby.
Okay, last we left, Alan finished at Parliament Tower. We switched over to Saga, and she went back to the police station, and we had a run-in with Scratch.
Right.
We're going to head back over to Alan.
Alan gonna admit that he's Scratch?
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. I had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Okay, now the profile Scratch.
And find out the truth.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
That's not good.
Alright. Looks like we got some other profiling here we did. Wake.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Trapped in the dark place?
Looks like we got something from Cynthia still.
Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Sane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Remember Thomas Sane from the hotel?
Oh, right.
That's what we're talking about.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right.
Oh, wow.
Let's start acting like we're on the same side.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
She's
team.
kind of a bitch.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
They had the same ex?
No, they were talking about their exes.
Oh.
That's what he was talking about.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced.
That
We
is so
never
screwed
moved
up.
here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, or whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to
That's a
change
good
the
point.
story.
He does.
She's an Anderson, though, so she has control over this stuff.
Right. Which is the point. But she can't tell them that, can she?
The lake
This
house.
is the kind of case my ex hated.
Research facility Caldera Lake has been compromised, cause unknown.
That's funny.
Confirmed that
Cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Direct contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Heads of operations of the lake house. The facility itself was reported to be in damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE in the area requiring all available resources. So this is, the lake house is the name of the DLC that hasn't
Dropped yet?
dropped yet. Innovation containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch and response and rescue staff is requested. The investigations department has no knowledge of Lake House's recent research or projects due to worsening communications and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation.
Ow.
So if I remember right, the combination to the shotgun is on this computer here.
Oh, okay.
But box.
You don't have the spot for it, do you?
And spot for it.
No, shoebox over there. It says that they've got a quick save.
There's a shoebox in here too, right?
I thought there would be.
In 2010, writer suspected libertarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responds for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writings of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing himself as his cult and considered his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it was unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there was no evidence supporting the idea.
I would hope
Soon
not.
after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization bringing themselves as a cult, with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen. I propose this is not a coincidence and like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree.
Wow.
Trying to pull up my inventory. It's not gonna do it for some reason. There we go. Okay, so we have 4 slots open.
Okay. So you can get it. Security measures. I understand there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is Perry and Matt who decided we need every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. One power outage and these locks aren't budging. I warned you about this half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out. Which just happened.
Hey all, Mr. Single Deer Safety Profile. Any update was the latest on crowd control. Whoever put bayonets in the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right?
Right.
Front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. Or just remember, I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. Definitely do not touch my pay, or I'll swear to God I'll sue Mulligan with Thornton. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back. He suggests we doctors pay for that amount plus interest and add directly to my paycheck. Do not microwave all fish. I shouldn't have to say this.
Oh, wow.
Don't forget.
1, 2, 3.
A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3.
9, 0, 1, 2. I, J, K, L.
That was definitely really poorly. For 3 letters that equal numbers.
Isn't that what we were just looking at on the number pad?
That was just telling you what the numbers, the letters equal numbers, but it doesn't tell you what the key is.
Oh.
Maybe UFO. There's a lot of UFO books here. What is UFO? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So F is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, so starts over at 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. R is 7. T is 8. U is 9. So 9, 6. 5. 9, 6, 5. Is that it?
Maybe. Huh. A revolution for the brain, the battle to regain your mind, and then UFOs, UFOs, UFOs. I don't know what you're trying to figure out. I'm lost where you are. That's what I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Oh, so I was trying to convert UFO into numbers based on this.
A is 1, B is 2, 3 is C. Oh, okay. Okay, J is 0.
Right.
So 10, basically.
10 goes back to 0 and then starts over.
I see. Wait, go back. I was almost there. P, Q, R, S, T, U. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. P. 2, 8, 9, 0. So U is 0. F
It's 6.
3, 4. F is 5. No, 4, 5, 6. And so O is 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be 0, 6, 5.
Alright, that doesn't work.
Is it 0, 6, 5, 0? Because it looks like there's 4 on there.
0, 6. I tried it in reverse and it didn't work. We're missing something.
Oh. And we're sure it's UFO?
I mean, no. But if you look at the notepad, it's got a book. And so I looked at the books. There.
Battle to regain your mind. Revolution for the brain. Myths, myths and reality, myths and reality. Settings.
One, two, three. Maybe it's the initials of the authors. Q, B, W. So those QBW.
God.
PQ. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so QBW. Q is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. And then W would be, if U is 0, then W is 2. So 7, 2, 2.
Yeah. Oh, he's loose.
I'm sorry about your brother, Elmo.
That's right.
Jacob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help.
Aw.
I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Oh, sad.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Wow.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
He's not wrong.
Now look at profiling. Costco's.
Sorry, I have candy.
The cult
Loud.
kills Taken.
Move it.
Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
Dude, that has to suck.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
So they didn't have time to do the click through on Nightingale, that's why he turned.
Oh.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
That's so sad.
And we get a key. To the FBC information. What's in here?
Ah.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch? Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
Transcript or interview of subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. So the para-utilitarians are people who can control objects of power from control. And the clicker is considered an object of power. Bright Falls, Washington, Kieran Estevez. Mr. Wake, you've been taken to FBC custody and receiving in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask, is there anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel? Anything we may need to know? There's a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We're well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned the light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We're not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not, expletive, listening to me. We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Expletive, you. Let me the expletive out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview is terminated due to subject being uncooperative.
Yeah. Uncooperative. That's what we'll go with. Uncooperative.
Report supplement. The Shadow. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35, additional details regarding the Shadow have been discovered. Redacted and redacted. Both present during the AWE. Reported seeing a woman named Barbara Yeager in Bright Falls at the time. Yeager is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and is reported to have drowned in Caldera Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Yeager's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signature available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A.
The shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake.
Ooh.
Research is actively ongoing.
So did that guy start it or cause it?
He was definitely one of the first people. It goes more into detail in the first game, but basically Barbara Yeager drowned, and because of that, she was taken by the Dark Presence.
So it was already in the lake.
Yeah, the lake is definitely a focal point of it.
Okay. It's not like her husband did something to try and get her back.
No. The lake is they call it a threshold, basically.
Oh, okay. So it's basically a mystical force of its own.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand now.
The lake
That's where I
is
was
a
confused.
gateway to the dark place.
There we go.
There you go.
At approximately 1900 hours, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake and known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A40, the shadow. So, yeah, they believe it's the origin of the shadow.
Jeez.
Past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FB research facility, codenamed the Lake House, was unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the operation site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment has been approved of for use in the field.
Wow.
Objective: confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff.
Wow.
Additional information relative operators in the area, including the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. I wonder who they redacted there.
I wonder who. It wouldn't be Anderson, would it?
What the hell
Or
is
is it
a
her partner?
para-utilitarian?
There we go. Based on reports, the item description para-utility. The item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Item in the witness account suggests the item possesses the ability to alter reality. The change is based on Redacted when used by capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurrent AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported use of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a Redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Yeager, likely a physical manifestation of a Redacted, by inserting the light switch into his chest and flicking the switch, which is what we did at the end of Alan Wake 1.
Okay.
That's how we defeated her. Now, it says material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a Redacted, so in the Control DLC, Dr. Hartman has been taken custody by the FBC, and he was taken over by he was becoming taken also, and he became like a stretched taken monster.
Oh, Lord.
That's because of his connection with the Cauldron Lake. So that's all that happened in the
That's
Control,
all messed up.
That happened in the Control DLC. He became a monster. The items confirmed have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing to reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible object of power, OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on the second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
It's a possible oop.
OOP, object of power. It's funny, when I first played this, I didn't know what any of this stuff meant, but now that I've played Control, I've been to the Department of Investigations, I've been to the Department of Research.
You know what all this stuff is.
The objects of power, yeah, it fills in a lot of the holes.
The gaps, yeah.
Okay, let's go back here, because there's some things that we didn't pick up before we finally scratch.
Aha.
Which we can use now.
Are all those things back off again?
Yes.
I'm gonna say.
There's a couple of boxes in here that had supplies in them.
Yeah, I remember.
They disappeared because we didn't pick them up.
That sucks.
I guess that because I have to use some stuff.
Only if you're willing to stop and die, I guess.
Okay, so now we need to make it back to a...
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end.
Yeah, me
This
too.
case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Okay, so now we need to switch over to Alan and continue his story.
Ah. Gotta find a puddle.
I think there's one down in the middle. That great over.
Ah, right. Mm-mm.
There's a shoebox.
You needed one of those.
It's weird. I don't have a place to switch. Just have to go back to the hotel.
Maybe. Can you get out of here?
Yep.
Oh, this is giving me flashbacks about Salem's Lot trailer. Not pleasant.
It's empty. There's nothing there. Just darkness.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
What, was it Scratch or was it you?
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of Initiation.
Oh! I'm never gonna get used to that. For Christ's sake. Welcome back. masks. You walking in water, dude? It's flooded. Super flooded. It's like wanting you to... What the hell? Can't hurt to have a couple.
Okay, we got one flare gun, one bullets, and 12 shotgun shells. Okay, so let's see what Mr. Door has to say.
You're Alan, not Mr. Door.
Yeah, this is the talk show.
Oh, right, right. Is he gonna make you dance again? There went my nausea medicine. That's stupid.
There's Mr. Door.
Oh, this is different. This is definitely different.
Creepy, right?
The in-between with Mr. Door?
That's the end of his talk show.
This is not okay.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know? There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is.
Because of me.
Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this.
Ooh.
You keep opening doors. Peeking in.
Yeah, that's why
reaching through to get what you want,
Yeah.
and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different.
What?
And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
One of the theories is that he's in the Lake House DLC because we don't need him again after this.
Oh.
Whatever you say.
Thought he was in the Night Springs thing. Isn't he the...
Yeah, but the DLCs are through Night Springs. Through episodes of Night Springs.
Oh. Okay.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
See, that's all flooded.
Yeah, what is that? Is it in the lake?
I couldn't force it open.
That's always crazy.
light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, said the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
What? Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Öden Ö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
Oh.
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
So we have to get the pictures so that you can leave them this side.
Okay.
So we have to find your pictures in the basement.
Chatting with Auntie always makes me feel like I've had way too much to drink in far too short a time.
So there's the door we'll try to get opened.
It's a door. Because it looks kind of like a wall. Oh, that situation. That makes sense. One of them secret rooms.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
There'd be the shoebox. There. No. Here's your shoebox.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
A light in the shape of a bullet?
Wake. I'm lost in the dark.
I am lost in the dark. That's creepy. I'm behind you. Ah! You're everywhere. What's this about? Not cool. Holy cow. That was badass. I liked this one. What did you guys think? Alright, comment below. Let me know. Are you guys enjoying this? We're loving it. I'm going to keep doing it with Editor Hubby, and I hope you guys will come along for the ride. As always, please remember to like this video. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, and we appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell with your notifications turned on so that you know every time we drop a new video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.